The 72-minute stop. The silence of Montana is a heavy blanket tonight, a silence that smothers, not soothes. He pulled into the rest stop, a lone car against an endless black canvas. 11:57 p.m. The clock is ticking, though he doesn't know it yet. Mark stretched, the weariness of the road etched into his face. He needed a break, a moment of respite from the miles blurring behind him. The air hung thick, almost solid. An unnatural stillness pressed down, a feeling of being watched by something unseen. A low hum vibrated through the cracked windows of the car, a sound that crawled under your skin. He tried to ignore it as he headed toward the restrooms. The vending machines flickered erratically, casting dancing shadows that seemed to writhe with a life of their own. Something was wrong here. The restroom was a tomb of buzzing fluorescent lights and stale air. The kind of place where bad decisions are made and regrets are born. He splashed water on his face, trying to wash away the fatigue. He stared into the mirror, searching for some semblance of himself. His reflection shifted, contorted into a pale, bloodied version of himself. Eyes wide with a terror that mirrored his own growing dread. A guttural whisper clawed its way from the depths of the mirror, a voice that tasted of dust and decay. "You have 72 minutes." Then, the reflection vanished, leaving him staring at his own bewildered face. He stumbled back, heart pounding against his ribs like a trapped bird. He rushed out, desperate for some grounding in reality. He checked his watch, a desperate attempt to cling to normalcy. The second hand was frozen, a mocking stillness in the face of his rising panic. Time had stopped, or perhaps it had been stopped for him. His phone was dead, no signal, no lifeline to the outside world, just a blank screen reflecting his own growing fear. The car clock mirrored the same horrifying truth. 12:03 a.m., frozen, immobile, a single, unified moment of dread. Panic clawed at his throat, a silent scream trapped within. He tried the ignition, but the engine sputtered and died, refusing to obey. Every digital display, every clock, every screen, all locked on the same impossible time. 12:03 a.m., a prison of moments. The buzzing intensified, a deafening drone that threatened to shatter his sanity. It was inside his head now, a constant, maddening presence. Driven by desperation, he began to explore the rest area. A futile search for escape, for answers, for anything that made sense. He tried the locked doors of the abandoned buildings, each handle cold and unyielding. Each locked door, a symbol of his growing isolation. Inside, he found only dust and decay, the remnants of lives long gone. A silent testament to the passage of time, or the lack thereof. A child's discarded toy lay forgotten in a corner, a chilling reminder of innocence lost. A bloodstain on the pavement whispered a silent story of violence. Shifting, writhing shadows danced in the periphery of his vision, teasing him with glimpses of something unseen, something malevolent. The buzzing grew louder, almost deafening, a physical assault on his senses. It was the sound of his impending doom, closing in. He frantically tried to restart the engine, his hands shaking, his mind racing. Each failed attempt chipped away at his remaining hope. He looked at his frozen watch, a mocking reminder of the time he didn't have. A cruel joke played by a force he couldn't comprehend. A fleeting reflection in the rearview mirror, the bleeding version of himself, a glimpse of his fate, a promise of pain and suffering. The camera focuses on the time displayed on the dashboard, 12:45 a.m. The countdown has begun, whether he's ready or not. He banged on the windows, screaming for help, his voice hoarse and desperate. A futile attempt to break through the suffocating silence. The camera pans out, showing the vast, unforgiving landscape, a desolate expanse that offered no solace, no escape. The buzzing reached a fever pitch, a crescendo of dread that threatened to consume him entirely. His vision blurred, his senses overwhelmed. The screen cuts to black. A distorted whisper, barely audible, echoes in the darkness. Time's up. Would you want to know how it ends? Like and subscribe for more terrifying roadside tales.